We have this 3 by 4 by 5 cuboid, and we're going from P to Q. And obviously this is the starting cube. Just going to draw the diagonal on. Okay, but it's actually quite hard to visualize exactly what's going on inside. And when I first did this question, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to look in the 3 different dimensions and visualize how we're getting through the cubes. But there's an easy way to do it, and that is to use this piece of information. This diagonal does not intersect the edges of any small cube inside the cuboid. So we can never go from here straight to here, for example, through one of the corners or through one of the even just the edges. That means it must be, as we go travel from P to Q in this direction, we're going to have to pass through these faces. Okay, not necessarily these. Well, it looks like it'll be these faces. It'd be like further up, for example, but there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes in this direction that we definitely have to pass through. And then if we look at the other dimensions, we can get and see the other cubes. So as we go this way, we're going to have to pass through this face at some point and this face. There's going to be 2 cubes in this dimension that we're going to pass through. And then finally, let me pick a different color. I've gone along, I've gone here, I'm going to have to go up as well. So as I go up, I'm going to pass through this face, and this face in some way, like this plane, I should say. So there's 1, 2, 3 cubes somehow that I'm going to have to pass through as I go up. So if I add these up, I've got my starting one. I've got the ones I'm going through in the X direction. There's 4. I've got the ones I'm going through in the Z direction, 2. And then the ones in the Y direction, 3. If I add these up, then I get 10. And it must be that the termite passes through 10 cubes. So I'm just going to say that one more time. We don't exactly know how it's passing through them, but as it goes along, it has to pass through 4 planes here. I'm calling them planes now. So there'll be 4 cubes that result from that. As it goes in the Z direction at the same time, it's going to necessarily have to pass through 1, 2 faces, so another 2 cubes. And in the Y direction, as it's going up, it's going to pass through 1, 2, 3 faces and hence 3 cubes. Oh, I think that's quite tough, but that's the best explanation of this question.